The Community Sailing School in Orchard Lake offers fun and engaging sailing classes for kids and young adults. And just recently, they officially became Michigan's first and only U.S. Sailing Accredited Community Sailing Center, one of just 45 in the entire country. Here to tell us more about the school, their classes, and their newest honor is Executive Director Eric Ellison. Thank you for being here, Mr. Ellison.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate that, and congratulations, first and foremost, becoming Michigan's first and only sailing accredited community sailing center. Great accomplishment. What does that accreditation mean to you and your team?
So it's a standard of excellence in our career, in our realm, that shows that we're doing things to the highest level that is available. And U.S. Sailing has a very strict policies and curriculum they adhere to, that we had to go through a process to get this accreditation, which took us over about a year and a half to get through, because they're not just going to give it to everybody. But it's very special, and we knew we were doing a good job for our community and offering a good product and service, but we wanted to make sure that we could be recognized and know that we're doing everything correctly on a national standard as well.
Got you. And that speaks volumes, because I'm pretty sure there's well over 45 actual classes or sailing classes in the entire country. But like you said, being one of 45 that's accredited makes a difference. What do you feel like with that accreditation actually sets your sailing school apart from all the other accredited schools as well?
So I think even in our state, there's probably 50 or 60 different sailing schools. But for us to be able to be one of the only, or the only accredited one in the state is wonderful news to us. But also that we've been trying to strive to do things as the U.S. Sailing Standard, which is our national governing body. So it shows that we were already doing these things, but now that we have that accreditation, it gives you that reinforcement. And I think it puts children and parents at ease that we're going to be doing things safely and correctly on the water. But we've been operating here. I've been here since 2005, so I've been here for a long time. And then before that, I ran programs in Lake St. Clair.
Cool. I like that too. So you're well familiar with the area and the community and just the business overall. So I can't congratulate you enough as well, Mr. Ellison. So I want to ask, from a business perspective, I guess, how do you see this accreditation actually impacting the growth, the visibility, or even the partnerships of your business in the upcoming years?
So growth is a wonderful thing for us. We want to have more kids involved. We have the ability to almost double our daily rate of students just by bringing them in. We have enough equipment and we have enough coaches to house more children. So I think that one of the big barriers is cost, and we're going to work on that. So the more students we get involved, the lower we'll be able to bring costs down. And that way we can, expose ourselves to more of the community and get more kids involved from our other side. We also just expanded our program to Dodge State Park number 4 on Cass Lake. So we have a partnership with them, and our Learn to Sail Daily Camp is run from that site now. And it's a really nice way for us to be more of a part of the community and to be a little bit more inclusive in this area. And the park has been absolutely amazing to work with.
Yeah, it seems like you have a lot of consideration to the community, and like you said, the different levels and of just socioeconomic status and just things in general when it comes to people who may have interested in joining your sailing school. And with me right here live on the Splash, by the way, Executive Director for Community Sailing School in Orchard Lake, we have Eric Ellison, just talking about being accredited, one of 45 in the country, but Michigan's first and only U.S. Sailing Accredited Community Sailing Center, which we love as well. Now, I want to talk about, we just spoke about community. Can you tell us a little bit more about the philosophy behind your community-focused approach to sailing?
Yeah, so we're all a family here. So during the off seasons, the summer we run the summer camp and a racing program for advanced sailors. But in the fall and the spring, we have 16 different high schools and middle schools that work with us in the area. And we run one of the most robust high school and middle school sailing programs in the area. So even our schools here, like West Bloomfield and Seaholm and Detroit Country Day and all these other schools that are in our area, and Troy, are all a part of our programs now. and we have over 65 kids that participate with that in the fall and spring seasons. So that they're really like a community, and that's where community sailing kind of came from, because they operate together as many different schools, but when they're here, they're one big family,
Right.
and they're all
Yep.
together working together. And
Yep.
our mission statement is to develop character through sailing education.
Yeah, yeah. Bring them all together from different parts of the area and just make them all one community, one sailing community. That's essentially what they all have in common at the end of the day. Can you just give a brief overview of some of the classes or programs that's available and what you want the people or the kids to take away from those classes?
Sure. So we have a half-day summer program, which is 9 to noon in the morning. So if you've got other things like tennis or golf or football or any other sports that you do in the afternoons, we can accommodate you for the mornings. And that's 5 days a week, Monday through Fridays, on a weekly basis. We have a weekly full-day program, which is from 9 to 3:30. And then we have a 2-week program, which is 2 consecutive weeks during the summer. We run until August 22nd, and this year we started June 9th. So we had 11 weeks available for sailing, and we'll see over 300 kids this summer between our Learn to Sail, which is what we just talked about, and our racing program. So an advanced sailor will join our racing program, and they're here for the entire summer, and they're here from June 9th to August 15th to practice and travel to different events and race in the Detroit area.
Ooh, that seems so fun. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds so fun. You're talking about racing and sailing on a boat. That sounds like a great time to enjoy your summer as well. Now, one thing we have to highlight this, Eric, before we go. Safety. We're on the water. A lot of parents. We're talking about kids as well. How do your youth programs incorporate safety and confidence building, especially for beginners?
So they're 100% of the time that they're near water or on the water, we're wearing life jackets, and that's staff and our students included. Life jackets have to be fitted properly, zipped up and buckled, and same for coaches. And this is something that's part of that U.S. sailing standard is making sure that these things are done. We perform a swim check, so we're looking for familiarity in the water, and not to be anxious when we go in the water. So we start at a shallow depth and work our way into deeper water, and then with our life jackets, we're practicing swimming. We teach them how to flip the boats over and how to get the boats back upright.
Okay.
And teach them that the boat is not going to sink. The boat can fill with water and it's still okay. So those are the things that we do on day one. Like yesterday was the first day of our 1-week session. And before noon, they had all done all those things just to get familiar with water and know about safety. And then our power boats all have the proper safety gear, and my coaches are all trained. Boater safety, but also with U.S. Sailing, our level 1 training is a certification that coaches get to make sure they're doing things safely and correctly. But and also I've been doing this for 28 years, so we're very lucky and blessed to have such a great track record. And I think if you just slow down and you do things safely and you keep kids in a happy mode and listen and watch, then you can run a very safe program.
I was just about to say, listen to the experts as well, the ones that know what they're doing and do exactly what they ask you to do. Hey, we appreciate you so much. Anything else you want to tell to our audience, to the community about your classes or the school or just anything that they should know?
Sure. So the first thing I'd say is that you can visit us at communitysailingschool.org, and that is a great way to link up and see what our programs are about. There's a racing page, a foundation page, and a summer page, and those will all lead you to the different avenues that we do. And then we just successfully ran a really cool camp, which was a autism camp. So we had 20 kids from the area that came here with autism experts and got to go sailing, and 10 of those 20 kids actually stood on a dock for the first time and got on a boat for the first time last week. So that was a really special program that we were able to run in conjunction with Spectrum Sailing out of South Carolina.
That's what's up, man. I love to hear that. Continue to do the good work. We appreciate that again. And congratulations on your accreditation. Once again, Executive Director from Community Sailing School out of Orchard Lake, Eric Ellison. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.